Welcome to the Advice Show, media with the common sense approach. So the family of Sylville Smith spoke out on Facebook about the situation with him and the police. Now, you're going to hear in this video, they're going to speak on Sylville Smith having a concealed carry permit. They're going to speak on a lawsuit that he had against the police department, which the media failed to actually put that out there, and how they have been harassing him ever since that he had filed this lawsuit. Kind of like Corin Gaines. It's like when you file lawsuits, all of a sudden now you become a target of police. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Out here, I appreciate everybody that came, everybody that gave their condolences to my auntie, to us. We really appreciate all the love and support. We are not supporting the burning buildings and all of that. Like, they taking shit way too far. But as far as rioting, I'm 100% behind it, because that shit weak that they did to my little cousin, and he ain't deserve that. All he did was wrong, and they failing to report everything else that's going on as far as him going to jail. And them not even having a case on him, had him there for 10 months, steady trying to pin cases on him. When they let him out, they were steady harassing him, constantly harassing him at gas stations, wherever he went, calling him by his first name. You know what I'm saying? They not reporting none of that stuff, and he had a lawsuit against them and won, but they not reporting none of that. They just, you know, they gonna say what the fuck they want to say on the news. They forgetting to report that he got a 2-year-old son, right? And it's the police that killed him.
They gonna do anything to cover their butt.
Cool. They failed in the report that he got a 2-year-old son that lives with him, that he's there for every single day. They out here making him look like he just some damn hoodlum and some villain. He ain't no angel, but he ain't deserve none of this shit that happened to him, period, at all. And that shit that they saying about him is false and inaccurate as a motherfucker.
Right. Then keep saying that he's a felon, and he's not.
And he's not a felon. Where they getting that from? And they won't even my auntie still ain't seen her son's body. When they took her to view his body, these dirty motherfuckers showed her a picture of his dead body. They still didn't let her physically see his body. That's just how dirty them motherfuckers is. They didn't even let her see his body. They took her from the scene over there on 44th and Hour, took her to go see his body, but all they did was bring out a picture of him to identify her son, after 4.5 hours of him already being dead. So fuck the police.
The alderman right there.
And then all these people keep coming over here. We don't even know who told the reporters where we at, but my auntie don't want to talk to nobody. Like, she don't want to talk to none of them, and I don't blame her. She don't even, she ain't even nothing for her to tell them, because she don't even know what's going on. The police not telling her what's going on at all.
And what I'm not understanding is, we are over here grieving, you know what I'm saying? And y'all, the police steady riding past and all that. We are not disturbing nobody or nothing. We did not get complained of for no disturbance or nothing. Like, why is the police riding past over here? We not doing nothing to nobody, but you know what I'm saying? Our family is getting together and grieving. So what is the police steady riding past here for? Like, I'm just not understanding.
And then some journalists came through and took pictures of my auntie and upload pictures of her on their report, and without her not even knowing. Like, she did not get them permission to even be over here, first of all, and secondly, taking pictures and shit and uploading them of her. Like, nobody gave them permission to do that. Like, they violating people's privacy. Y'all showing up where y'all not wanted. My auntie steady telling them no, she not talking to them, she not giving them no information, and there's nothing to give, because she don't even know what's going on still, and they steady coming over here.
Then y'all bringing up dismissed cases,
bringing up old cases, right, and shit,
and they been got dismissed because y'all couldn't prove it.
Been dismissed. They talking about he had a gun. Okay, even if he had a gun, he's concealed to carry.
Exactly.
So if he had a gun, and then talking about he turned around and he got shot in his chest. No, you motherfucker shot him in his back while he was running, and it went through his chest.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they try to pin some weak ass gun on him that didn't belong to him. They police so fucking crooked, and they'll do anything to cover up for each other. Like, that's some whole ass shit that they did. And I'm sitting around here watching my little cousin's son running through here playing, and he got to be without a daddy. Like, they got 5 other weapons that they could use before they shoot. They could have tased him and his friend running. Him and his friend running. How he ended up shot? And they saying both of them had weapons, so I'm confused. Where was his holster at? They won't give my auntie his holster, talking about nothing can be released. That's cool, but they didn't even know that he was concealed to carry when she went to the morgue.
y'all hit him in that accident and he had a lawsuit against y'all. That's what y'all really mad about.
They been had it out for him for the longest. They been fucking with him. And if he jumped out, he running for his life because you motherfuckers had him in jail for 10 months and couldn't even prove shit and had him sitting there. So when he get out and run, he's running because he don't want to be sitting in nobody's jail for some more bullshit.
Exactly. And then if you know anybody who knows Sylville, he's not gonna pull no gun out on no police.
Right, Sylville ain't about to pull no gun out on no police. That's just some shit he not gonna do. That's anybody could vouch for that. I don't give a fuck. Anybody that knows him knows he's not about to pull no police. He called my auntie while he's running. That's the only thing he pulled out was his phone. She missed his call, called back. My auntie did not get an answer. 2 minutes later, she get a call saying her son dead.
Like, come on now. Then where's y'all getting this stolen car shit from? He has his own car.
And his car is registered to him, so where's the car stolen at? They just told her they're going to release his property on Monday. The car belongs to him. Like, y'all come up with some dumbass stories and some dumbass shit to say. And don't even be knowing what the fuck y'all even be talking about.
Y'all just saying some shit to be saying something. Then y'all going on with the news saying.
The news gonna report and say what the fuck they want to say. They the police. Them motherfuckers work for the police. They the police. They gonna report whatever the fuck they feel like is important at the moment.
Got stumped out.
But they not reporting none of the other shit.
Exactly.
That shit foul.
Y'all just trying to make him seem.
Man, we all gotta be sitting over here with my auntie trying to keep her sane. It's her only fucking child.
Her only child.
You finna go to the white party? In green on my life because I'm a boss.
Her only child.
Y'all trying to make him look so bad, and people who really, really knew him know that he's not what y'all trying to make him.
Cause that's some hoe ass shit. Loser thug. See, go back.
What, go back?
See, look what
But
this
this
shit
the type of shit though. But when y'all get through, my nephew was motherfucking CCW. He was allowed to have a carried and concealed. But guess what? By him being a young black man, he knew them police wouldn't expect him to have a carry and conceal. They ain't trying to hear that shit. They gonna instantly scream that he's a thug or he's a juvenile delinquent or he's a menace to society. And that ain't the case. If he was a felon and he was all this shit that you motherfuckers at the media trying to make him out to be, he wouldn't be legally able to carry a firearm.
Right, he's not a felon. If he was a felon, he would never be able to get them CCWs at all. Like, that shit would have never, ever happened. Like, y'all steady posting these weak ass pictures of him doing that little weak ass shit. Come on, man. Y'all can stop all that. They supposed to shoot if they feel threatened. They could have tased him. They could have tased him. He's running. Why are you shooting?
But curiosity.
He called his mama in the middle of him running. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, he ain't put, my little cousin ain't about to pull out no gun on no police. He way smarter than that. He know better than that.
Curiosity.
Why would he, if he gonna pull out a gun on them, why the fuck he ain't do it when he got out the car? Why he gonna go running and then pull out a gun? How that sound?
But we gonna kill y'all with this. Curiosity killed the cat. If it was 3 of them, why ain't 3 of them dead instead of 1?
Exactly.
Curiosity kills the motherfucking cat. All 3 of them fled the scene. Why is my only motherfucker dead is my nephew? Do that math. A 23-year-old who beat a lawsuit against 7th District and 7th District took him out. So curiosity killed a cat. When y'all get through making these motherfucking statuses and talking about educating and think before you speak and all that shit, think on that. Why they 3 individuals dead?
Motherfuckers been being quiet.
Kill yourself.
Motherfuckers been being quiet for way too long, and they talking about the boy that killed my little cousin.
24,
the police officer was 24 years old. He probably went to school with him. My little cousin probably shitted on him before or something, and he too mad. The police just so foul. The way they trying to make my little cousin look is so foul. They not highlight none of his other shit. They gonna keep trying to dig up shit to make it justify what the fuck they did. Is not justifiable at all. Like, they bogus ass probably planted a bogus ass gun or something. And my auntie still, they had my cousin laying out there for 3 hours. 3 hours they had him laying out there. That's some hoe ass shit. Still never let my auntie see his body laid out on the ground. Even when they took him to the morgue, she still didn't see him at all. When they took her to the morgue, they showed her a picture of his body. They told her, we need you to come identify him. After 3 hours, even when a detective came, he like, oh, you didn't see the body. He even shocked because the state took over the case to do an outside investigation. How the fuck she didn't see her son's body to even identify to make sure that that's him? Y'all wait until 3.5 hours later to show her a picture. That's some hoe ass shit. How y'all
He didn't
showing
even show his
pictures?
body. You know what the police are gonna say? That's only on TV.
What's
Well,
only
when
on
you see
TV?
their body when they die, they don't be on.
They do whatever they feel like they could do. That's what they do. But we gonna get justice for him, and we gonna get this shit taken care of.
Hello.
My little cousin, 23 years old. 23 years old with a 2-year-old son.
They can't be.
If you look at his page, all he got is his son. That's all he got. His son loves him to death.
What happened? Who's that? BB. Huh? Yeah.
This shit is so foul, man.
Who said that? To who? She mad.
Y'all pray for my family. Pray for my cousin. Y'all keep making sure y'all share that status, because the news reporters don't want to hear that. They not getting that part of the story out there about my little cousin and how he was in jail, and they didn't have no case on him, and how they been harassing him forever, ever since then, steady trying to put cases on him. Please get that out there. Keep sharing. I see it's like almost 1,000 shares on there. Please, y'all, keep getting it out there, because if we don't say nothing, nothing's gonna be done. Like, they tearing up businesses and doing all that. We do not condone in that shit, but at the end of the day, they opening their eyes and they seeing that this shit was unacceptable. We stayed quiet. Every time somebody get killed, everybody quiet, ain't nobody doing nothing. They say they protest a little bit, they do a little bit of this, they do a little bit of that, and don't nothing ever happen. Like, they keep getting away with this cowardly ass shit. They wearing these badges and it's for nothing.
Now, nobody can explain, and this people that's sitting up here talking about this shooting and believing everything the media tell them. It amazes me how you believe what the media tell you. I mean, when I saw the relationship between the local media here in Houston and the cops, and the way they was chummy and the way they talk, I said, oh, that's why the stories come out like the way they come out. They have to corroborate each other's story. Because whatever the cops say, that's what the media go with. Instead of say, okay, we hear what you're saying, but let's look into it a little bit more and see if you're just trying to cover something up or you actually telling the truth. Now, the girl said, and you heard that while he was running away from the cop, that he was on the phone. So how can a person run full speed away from the police officer, be on the phone and pointing guns and want to shoot at the cop too? How can you do all that? But you're not going to put that out there. Of course, they leave the body out there for hours like they always do. And, you know, they say he shot him in the chest, in the arm. Well, if you're running away, how can you shoot somebody in the chest and the arm? So it kind of makes sense what she said about being shot in the back and it's coming out through your chest and being shot in the arm, because these stories that they even put out just don't even make sense half of the time. You know, and unfortunately, there are people in this country who believe anything that they say, that they cannot lie at all, even though it's like hundreds and hundreds of cases of them lying, falsifying statements, falsifying police reports, all this stuff that has been coming out that they have done. And yet they still believe them no matter what when it comes to black people and the things that they're accused to do. Now, the people kept saying he was a felon. He's a felon. And once again, you cannot get a concealed carry being a felon. So how is he a felon? I saw his record, and the charges that he had was dismissed. And what did the family say? They kept him in jail 10 months and couldn't prove anything and had to let him go. And the things that was on his record was mostly one was carrying a concealed weapon. But say, oh, he had a gun. I thought this was like a Second Amendment country. I thought this was like a gun-loving, gun-toting country. Why is it that when a black guy have a gun, all of a sudden it's a problem? But white dudes walk around here all kind of guns. Gun shows, gun conference and everything. And nobody say nothing to y'all about having a gun, but a black dude, he shouldn't have had a gun. Well, what is it? You want Hillary to take the guns away? That way, when somebody have a gun, you say they shouldn't have had a gun anyway because it's against the law. Or you want to keep your guns. See, you can't have this. We gonna have the guns and that's okay for us and the Second Amendment, NRA and all this other stuff. But black folks, we don't want them to have the guns. No, y'all keep on with that. Hillary gonna get in there and she gonna take your guns away. She gonna put in Supreme Court justices that's going to make sure your guns get taken away. Watch. Y'all keep on with that race politics stuff. Let me tell y'all something about that race politics that y'all like to pull in this country. Y'all think Y'all doing stuff to us, but every time y'all do stuff to us, they doing it to you too. And the elite white folks are laughing at you because you fall for their stuff hook, line, and sinker every time. All they have to do is make out a black boogeyman, and you'll give your rights up away to them. You'll give your money up to them just so you think you done something to black people, while the elite white folks are laughing at you all the way to the bank, taking your guns, taking your money, taking your jobs, taking everything. Then you want to get mad at the end of the day. So you give up your own stuff because you got so much hate for the black man and black woman, but the elite white folks don't like none of y'all at the end of the day. But the thing is, we cannot believe the media. The media is the fourth arm of the government, the propaganda wing of the government. That's what they have morphed themselves into. Every time you have a journalist that want to actually do their job, they want to be fair, want to put out the right information, that journalist don't get very far. Or they have program directors that want to say, no, we can't do that. We got to cut that off. We can't discuss this. This is what they do. So when you hear the media, we all got to take it with a grain of salt and just look more into it. Look into multiple sources. Look into what people saying that are part of the family, or no matter what, you got to keep looking, because these people have lied to us so much. We don't have no faith in the media. We don't have no faith in the police department because they have been caught lying so much. And they say they got this body cam. Well, if this body cam would exonerate the cop, why haven't they put this out already? And also, you notice that how quick they said the cop was black. But if the cop was white, they wouldn't be saying a word about it. You notice that? You know, it's just, I'm paying attention to everything that they do. And they think that by saying it's a black cop, it's going to just circumvent the situation and nobody's going to say anything. Because they got some black cops out there that are worse than some of the white supremacist cops. Because they want to show massa that I deserve to be here just as much as you, and I'm going to pay my way and do stuff to black people probably worse than you. And we know they got some black cops out there like that, so you can miss us with that he was a black cop crap. But let's see what they're going to say about this, since the family has put out more information. Hit me up in the comments, use the commentaries, subscribe.